Hello and welcome. In this video we will learn about Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is one of the most famous singers and songwriters in the world. She is known for her beautiful voice, her powerful lyrics, and her connection with fans. Taylor is not just a pop star. She is also a strong woman who worked hard to follow her dreams. Her story is full of inspiration for young people everywhere. Taylor Swift was born on December 13, 1989. In Pennsylvania, USA. From a very young age, she loved music. When she was just a child, she listened to country music and started singing along. She began writing songs when she was only 12 years old. Taylor's family believed in her talent and supported her dreams. They even moved to Nashville, the city of country music, to help her career. At the age of 14, Taylor became one of the youngest songwriters ever to sign a music deal. This was not easy. She faced many challenges and people who said no to her. But Taylor did not give up. She worked hard, wrote songs every day, and practiced her guitar and singing. Her dream was big, and her heart was strong. Her first album, Taylor Swift, came out when she was just 16. People loved her songs because they were honest and real. She wrote about her life, her feelings, and her experiences as a teenager. Many young people felt connected to her music. Taylor showed that it is okay to be yourself and to share your true emotions. Over the years, Taylor changed her music style from country to pop, and then to indie folk. She took risks and followed her heart. Each time, she surprised the world with her creativity. Albums like Fearless, Red, 1989, and Folklore became very successful. She won many awards, including Grammys, and broke many records. But Taylor's story is not just about music. She also speaks up for what is right. She supports young artists, stands against unfair treatment, and talks about mental health, women's rights, and freedom of speech. She uses her voice not only to sing but also to make a difference in the world. Taylor Swift's journey teaches us that dreams take time, effort, and courage. She reminds us that we can grow, change, and stay true to ourselves. Her music, her strength, and her kind heart inspire millions of people around the world. This audiobook will take you through her amazing life, from a small-town girl with a dream to a global superstar. Listen to her story and learn how Taylor Swift became a shining example of talent, hard work, and hope. Chapter 1: Early Life and Musical Roots. Taylor Swift was born on December 13, 1989. In Reading, Pennsylvania, in the United States. She grew up on a Christmas tree farm with her parents and younger brother. Her father's name is Scott, and he worked as a stockbroker. Her mother's name is Andrea, and she was a homemaker who later worked in marketing. Taylor's childhood was happy and full of love and music. From a young age, Taylor showed interest in music. She loved to sing along to songs on the radio. Her grandmother was an opera singer, and Taylor was inspired by her voice. Taylor started singing at school events and local shows. When she was only 10 years old, she sang the national anthem at a basketball game. People noticed her strong voice and confidence. Taylor also loved country music. She listened to famous country singers like Shania Twain and Dolly Parton. These singers helped her dream of becoming a star. At the age of 11, Taylor began writing her own songs. She wrote about her feelings, family, and school life. Her lyrics were simple but full of meaning. She used music to express her emotions. When Taylor was 12 years old, she learned to play the guitar. A computer repairman taught her a few chords. With this skill, she started writing more songs. One of her first songs was called Lucky You. She performed her music at fairs, cafes, and small concerts. People were surprised by her talent at such a young age. Taylor was very serious about her dream. She wanted to be a professional singer and songwriter. Her family believed in her. They helped her record demo tapes and sent them to music companies. Taylor faced many rejections, but she did not give up. She kept practicing and writing every day. Because she wanted to follow her dream, Taylor's family made a big decision. When she was 14, they moved to Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville is known as the heart of country music. Many young artists go there to find success. In Nashville, Taylor visited record labels and met with producers. She performed her songs and hoped someone would believe in her. Finally, her hard work paid off. Taylor got a chance to work with a music publisher. She became one of the youngest songwriters ever signed by Sony/ATV. This was the start of her career in music. Taylor's early life was full of learning, dreaming, and working hard. She showed that age does not matter when you have passion and a strong heart. Her love for music and the support of her family helped her take the first big steps. These early years built the strong foundation for the amazing journey that followed. Chapter 2: Nashville Dreams and Debut Album. When Taylor Swift was 14 years old, she moved with her family to Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville is a famous city for country music. Many singers and songwriters go there to follow their dreams. Taylor wanted to become a music star, and Nashville was the right place to start. In Nashville, Taylor visited many music companies with a demo CD of her songs. She walked into their offices and asked them to listen. Some people said no, and some did not reply. But Taylor did not lose hope. She kept trying again and again. She believed in her music and worked very hard. Soon, Taylor got a chance to work with a music publishing company. This was a big step for her. She started writing songs with other writers. Even though she was young, her words were strong and full of feelings. People were surprised by her talent. One day, she performed at a small show in Nashville. A man named Scott Borchetta saw her perform. He was starting a new music company called Big Machine Records. He liked Taylor's music and energy. He offered her a music deal. Taylor and her family agreed. This was a big moment in her life. Taylor started working on her first album. She wrote or co-wrote every song. She sang about her life, her school, her friends, and her feelings. The songs were honest and real. Teenagers, especially young girls, felt close to her music. They felt like she understood them. In 2006, Taylor Swift released her debut album. The album was called Taylor Swift. It had songs like Tim McGraw, Teardrops on My Guitar, and Our Song. These songs became very popular. Many people started to listen to her music. She was only 16 years old, but she was already becoming a star. The album was a big success. It reached high places on the music charts. Taylor also won awards and was invited to perform on big stages. She was praised for writing her own songs, which was not common for young artists at that time. Taylor also used social media and the internet to connect with her fans. She wrote blog posts, answered messages, and showed her daily life. This made fans feel even closer to her. They saw her not just as a singer but as a real person like them. Taylor's dream of becoming a singer had come true. Her journey in Nashville was full of hard work, strong will, and never giving up. She turned her songs into stories that touched hearts. Her debut album was just the beginning of a long and exciting career. From a girl with a guitar in Nashville to a rising music star, Taylor Swift showed the world that dreams can come true with passion and effort. Chapter 3: Fearless Era and Mainstream Breakthrough. After the success of her first album, Taylor Swift became more popular. People loved her music and her story. But Taylor wanted to do more. She started working on her second album. She wanted it to be even better. This new album was called Fearless. Fearless was released in 2008. Taylor was only 18 years old. She wrote many songs on the album by herself. The songs were about love, growing up, and emotions that many young people feel. Her words were simple, but very powerful. Fans could understand and feel her songs. Some of the most famous songs from Fearless are Love Story, You Belong With Me, White Horse, and 15. Love Story became a worldwide hit. It was like a modern fairy tale. The music video showed Taylor in a beautiful dress, like a princess. People all over the world loved the song. You Belong With Me was another big hit. It was about feeling left out and wanting to be noticed. Many teenagers related to this song. They felt Taylor was singing their own feelings. The music video for the song also became very popular. The Fearless album was a huge success. It went to #1 on music charts in the US and other countries. Taylor won many awards. She won Album of the Year at the Grammy Awards, which is a very big honor. She was the youngest artist to win this award at that time. Taylor's music started to play on both country and pop radio stations. She was now not only a country star but also a pop star. More and more people started to know her name. She was invited to perform on TV shows, big concerts, and even international tours. During the Fearless era, Taylor also showed her kind and smart personality. She often thanked her fans and said she would not be where she is without them. She also started writing letters to fans, giving gifts, and meeting them after concerts. Fans loved her even more because she was humble and friendly. One moment during this time made headlines around the world. At the MTV Music Awards in 2009, Taylor won Best Female Video. While she was giving her speech, rapper Kanye West came on stage and interrupted her. He said someone else should have won. This was a shocking moment, but Taylor stayed calm and strong. Many people supported her after this, and her popularity grew even more. The Fearless era was very important in Taylor's career. It made her a global superstar. Her songs were now played everywhere. Her name was known by millions of people. She had become a voice for young people and a leader in music. Taylor Swift's Fearless album was not just a success, it was a big step in her journey. It showed that with courage, talent, and kindness, anyone can reach their dreams. Chapter 4: Speak Now and Creative Independence. After the great success of Fearless, Taylor Swift wanted to grow more as an artist. She decided to take a big step with her next album. This time, she wrote every song by herself. The album was called Speak Now, and it was released in 2010. Taylor was only 20 years old, but she showed great courage and talent. Writing all the songs alone was a sign of her creative independence. Speak Now had songs about love, dreams, and growing up. It also had songs about her personal experiences, including some about famous people she had met or dated. Taylor used music to tell real stories from her life. One of the songs, Back to December, was about feeling sorry and saying sorry. Another song, Dear John, talked about a difficult relationship. These songs were honest and emotional, and many fans could connect with them. One of the most popular songs from Speak Now was Mine. It was about young love and building a future together. The song had a sweet and hopeful message. Another famous song was The Story of US, which talked about losing connection with someone you once loved. These songs helped fans feel like Taylor understood their feelings. Taylor also wrote the title track Speak Now, about speaking your mind and being brave. In the song, she sings about stopping a wedding to tell someone how you feel. This song encouraged fans to be honest and to fight for love and truth. Many people liked this message of confidence and courage. With Speak Now, Taylor showed that she could lead her own music journey. She didn't need a team of writers. Her songs came straight from her heart. This gave her more power and respect in the music world. People saw her not just as a singer, but as a true songwriter. Taylor also started her Speak Now World Tour. She performed in many countries and sang to thousands of fans. The concerts were big and beautiful. She wore different costumes, played the guitar and piano, and even told stories between songs. Her shows were like musical fairy tales. Fans of all ages came to see her perform live. During this time, Taylor also won many awards and set new records. Her albums sold millions of copies. She was becoming one of the top music stars in the world. But she stayed kind, honest, and thankful to her fans. The Speak Now era was a very important part of Taylor Swift's career. It showed her strength as a young woman and as an artist. She proved that she could create something powerful on her own. Taylor's message was clear: speak your truth, be yourself, and never be afraid to dream. Through her music, Taylor gave young people hope and courage. Speak Now was not just an album, It was a voice for everyone who wants to be heard. Chapter 5, Red, Heartbreak, and Genre Evolution. After the success of Speak Now, Taylor Swift wanted to try something new. She began working on her fourth album, Red. This album was released in 2012. It was different from her earlier music. Taylor mixed country music with pop and rock. She was not afraid to change her style. This was the start of her genre evolution. Red was an album full of strong feelings. Many songs were about heartbreak, love, and loss. Taylor had gone through real experiences, and she put her emotions into the music. The songs were deep, sad, happy, and sometimes angry. Fans could feel her emotions in every word. One of the most popular songs from Red was We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. It was a fun and catchy song about breaking up. It became her first #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. It was also her first big pop song. This showed that Taylor could succeed outside of country music. Another popular song was I Knew You Were Trouble. This song had a rock and electronic sound. It was about falling in love with the wrong person. Many fans loved its powerful message and beat. Taylor also showed a new side of herself in this song, strong, bold, and fearless. All Too Well was another important song from Red. It was a slow, emotional song about a past relationship. Many people believe it is one of Taylor's best-written songs. The lyrics were very honest and full of details. Fans said they cried while listening to it. Taylor later released a 10-minute version of the song, which became a big hit again years later. With Red, Taylor took a big step in her music career. She started to move away from country music and closer to pop. This was a brave choice. Some people did not like the change, but many fans loved the new style. Taylor followed her heart and made the music she wanted to make. Taylor also went on the Red World Tour. She performed in many countries and sang to millions of fans. Her shows had bright lights, big stages, and colorful outfits. She played guitar, piano, and danced. The concerts were full of energy and emotion. Even though Red was not a full pop album, it helped Taylor move in that direction. She learned how to mix sounds and try new things. She was growing as an artist and taking control of her career. This album showed her talent, creativity, and bravery. Red was not just about heartbreak. It was also about learning, healing, and finding your voice. Taylor used music to turn pain into power. She helped fans know that it's okay to feel deeply, and that change can be a good thing. With Red, Taylor Swift proved that she was not just a country star, she was a true music artist ready to explore the world. Chapter 6, 1989 and Pop Stardom. After the success of her album Red, Taylor Swift decided to make a big change. She wanted to leave country music and move fully into pop. This was a bold and exciting decision. In 2014, she released a new album called 1989. It was named after the year she was born. This album was her first full pop album, and it changed her career forever. 1989 was very different from her past music. It had fun, upbeat songs with electronic sounds and catchy beats. Taylor worked with famous pop producers to create a fresh and modern sound. She wanted the album to feel new and exciting. She also wanted her fans to grow with her. One of the biggest songs from 1989 was Shake It Off. It was a fun song about ignoring hate and staying positive. The song became a worldwide hit. People everywhere were singing and dancing to it. The music video showed Taylor dancing in many funny ways. It made fans smile and feel confident. Another popular song was Blank Space. In this song, Taylor joked about how people see her in the media. The music video was stylish and dramatic. It showed a different side of Taylor, strong, smart, and creative. Many people praised her for making fun of rumors in a clever way. The album also had hits like Style, Out of the Woods, and Wildest Dreams. Each song had a unique sound and story. Taylor showed that she could be a true pop star. She was not afraid to try new ideas and take control of her music. 1989 was a huge success. It sold millions of copies and reached #1 in many countries. Taylor won many awards, including 3 Grammy Awards. One of them was for Album of the Year. This made Taylor the first woman to win this award twice. It was a big moment in her career. With 1989, Taylor also became a fashion icon. She wore bold clothes and had a new hairstyle. She appeared in magazines and on TV with a fresh look. Many fans started to follow her style and copy her outfits. Taylor's image was now as strong as her music. She also went on the 1989 World Tour. Her concerts were big, colorful, and full of energy. She sang, danced, and talked to the crowd. She also invited famous guests on stage, like singers and actors. Fans around the world came to see her perform live. 1989 showed that Taylor Swift was not just a singer, she was a pop superstar. She had made a big change in her music and proved that she could succeed. Her songs were full of fun, feeling, and meaning. Her voice and message reached millions of people. This album was a turning point in Taylor's life. It showed her power, her creativity, and her ability to grow. With 1989, Taylor Swift became one of the biggest names in music history. Chapter 7: Reputation and Reinvention. After the success of 1989, Taylor Swift became one of the most famous people in the world. But with fame came many problems. Some people started saying bad things about her. She had problems with other celebrities, and the media began to write negative stories. Many people were talking about her, but not in a kind way. Taylor decided to stay quiet for some time. She stopped posting on social media and did not appear in public often. Fans did not know what was happening, but they waited for her return. In 2017, Taylor came back with a new album called Reputation. This album was very different from anything she had done before. The message of Reputation was clear: Taylor was starting fresh. She wanted to show a new version of herself. The songs on the album were bold, strong, and full of energy. She talked about how people see her, how she feels inside, and who she really is. One of the first songs from the album was "Look What You Made Me Do." It had a dark sound and strong lyrics. In the music video, Taylor showed many versions of herself from the past. At the end, she said, "The old Taylor can't come to the phone right now." Why? Oh, 'cause she's dead. This showed that she was leaving her old image behind. Other popular songs from Reputation included Ready for It, Delicate, and Endgame. These songs mixed pop, electronic, and hip-hop styles. Taylor worked with new producers and tried new sounds. Fans saw a brave and powerful side of her. Even though the album was different, it was still full of feelings. In songs like Delicate, Taylor showed her soft and honest side. She sang about love and trust. In Call It What You Want, she talked about finding peace and love after hard times. Taylor also went on the Reputation Stadium Tour. It was one of the biggest tours in history. The stage was huge, with big screens, fireworks, and lights. She performed in front of thousands of fans. The concerts were exciting and full of surprises. During this time, Taylor also became more private. She kept her personal life away from the media. She wanted to protect the things that mattered most to her. She focused on her music, her fans, and her happiness. Reputation was not just an album. It was a statement. Taylor showed that people can change and grow. Even when others try to bring you down, you can rise again. You can start over and become stronger. This album marked a new chapter in Taylor's life. She turned pain into power and used music to tell her truth. With Reputation, Taylor Swift proved that she is more than a pop star. She is a fearless artist who is always ready to reinvent herself. Chapter 8: Lover and Personal Empowerment. After the dark and powerful style of Reputation, Taylor Swift wanted to bring light, love, and color back into her music. In 2019, she released a new album called Lover. This album was full of hope, happiness, and personal empowerment. It showed a softer and more open side of Taylor. Lover was very different from Reputation. While Reputation was about strength and silence, Lover was about joy, honesty, and love. Taylor used bright colors and soft sounds to tell her new story. She wanted to remind people that love can be strong, kind, and healing. The first song she released was Me. It was a fun, happy song about being proud of who you are. The music video was full of rainbows, pastel colors, and dancing. Taylor sang, "I'm the only one of me," to remind people that everyone is special. The message was clear: love yourself first. Another song, You Need to Calm Down, talked about kindness and respect. In this song, Taylor stood up for equal rights and asked people to stop spreading hate. She used her voice to support the LGBTQ+ community and speak about love for all. This showed her fans that she was using her fame for good things. The title track, Lover, was soft and romantic. It talked about deep love and trust. Many fans loved this song because it felt warm and peaceful. Taylor also shared songs like The Archer, which showed her worries and fears. She was not afraid to show her true feelings. In Lover, Taylor also became more confident and powerful in her personal life. She took control of her music and spoke out about her rights. When her old music was sold without her permission, she decided to re-record her old albums. This brave step gave her control over her songs again. Fans around the world supported her decision. Taylor also started to talk more about politics and fairness. She encouraged young people to vote and to stand up for what they believe in. This was a big change because in the past, she stayed quiet about these topics. Now, she was ready to use her voice for change. The Lover album was a big success. It reached #1 in many countries. Fans loved the positive and powerful messages. Taylor went on a small tour called Loverfest, but it was cancelled because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Still, the album gave hope and happiness to many people during a hard time. With Lover, Taylor Swift showed that strength can come from kindness, truth, and love. She reminded her fans to love themselves and others. She stood up for what was right and followed her heart. This chapter of Taylor's life was full of color, confidence, and courage. Lover was not just an album about romance, it was about loving yourself, standing up for others and being proud of who you are. Chapter 9, Folklore, Evermore, and Artistic Maturity. In 2020, the world changed because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Many people stayed at home, and live concerts were cancelled. During this quiet time, Taylor Swift surprised everyone by releasing a new album called Folklore. Just 5 months later, she released another album called Evermore. These two albums were very different from her past work. They showed a calm, deep, and thoughtful side of Taylor. This was the beginning of her artistic maturity. Folklore was released in July 2020. Taylor worked on it while staying at home. She wrote the songs with a small team of musicians and producers. The album had soft sounds, piano, guitar, and storytelling lyrics. It was not like her usual pop music. Instead, it was calm and poetic. One of the most popular songs from Folklore was Cardigan. It was about young love, memory, and heartbreak. The music video was simple and beautiful. Fans loved the quiet feeling of the song. Other songs like Exile and The One also told deep stories. Taylor created characters and wrote about their emotions, not just her own life. Taylor said that Folklore was like opening a book of short stories. She imagined the lives of different people and turned them into music. This showed her growth as a writer. She was now using her talent to explore new ideas and styles. The album was loved by fans and music critics. It won the Grammy Award for Album of the Year, making Taylor the first woman to win this award 3 times. In December 2020, Taylor released Evermore, the sister album to Folklore. It continued the same style with quiet music and storytelling. Songs like Willow, Champagne Problems, and Tolerated were full of emotion and beauty. Taylor's voice was soft but powerful. Each song felt like a new chapter in a novel. Both Folklore and Evermore were big steps in Taylor's artistic journey. She showed that she could make beautiful music without big sounds or flashy videos. She focused on feelings, stories, and calm melodies. These albums gave people peace during a hard time in the world. Taylor also used this time to stay close to her fans. She wrote long letters, shared behind-the-scenes stories, and thanked people for listening. Even though she could not perform live, she found new ways to connect. Her kindness and creativity inspired many. Folklore and Evermore showed Taylor's artistic maturity. She was no longer just a pop star. She was a true artist, writer, and storyteller. She took risks, tried something new, and succeeded. Her music became deeper, softer, and more meaningful. This chapter in Taylor Swift's life is a beautiful example of growth. Even in silence, she created something powerful. With Folklore and Evermore, she showed the world that true art comes from the heart. Chapter 10: Legacy, Influence, and Future Horizons. Taylor Swift is more than just a famous singer. She is a songwriter, performer, and storyteller who has touched millions of hearts around the world. After many years in the music industry, Taylor's legacy continues to grow. Her influence is strong, and her future is full of exciting possibilities. Taylor has won many awards in her career. She has received Grammys, Billboard Music Awards, American Music Awards, and more. She is one of the best-selling music artists of all time. But her legacy is not only about numbers. It is about how her music makes people feel. Her songs speak about love, heartbreak, hope, and growing up. Fans of all ages can understand her words and emotions. One of the most special things about Taylor is her songwriting. She writes honest and personal lyrics. She shares her true thoughts and feelings. This makes her music powerful and real. Young artists look up to her and try to learn from her style. Many new singers say Taylor inspired them to write songs and follow their dreams. Taylor has also changed the music world in big ways. She fought for the rights of artists to own their music. When her old songs were sold without her permission, she decided to re-record them. She called these new versions Taylor's version. This showed her strength and control over her work. Many people praised her for standing up for herself and other artists. Taylor also uses her voice to talk about important issues. She supports equal rights, mental health awareness, and education. She encourages people to vote and speak up. Her actions show that artists can make a difference in the world, not just through music, but also through kindness and courage. As Taylor grows older, she continues to try new things. She has acted in films, written poetry, and worked on music projects with different styles. Fans are excited to see what she will do next. Some hope she will write books, direct movies, or start new creative projects. With her talent, the possibilities are endless. Taylor's fanbase, known as Swifties, is one of the strongest and most loyal in the world. They follow her journey closely, support her music, and share love and kindness. Taylor often thanks her fans and gives back to them in special ways. This deep connection makes her even more loved. Her journey from a young country singer to a global superstar is truly inspiring. She has shown that hard work, honesty, and staying true to yourself can lead to success. She is a role model for many people, not just in music, but in life. As we look toward the future, Taylor Swift's story is far from over. Her music, her voice, and her heart continue to shine. She will keep growing, inspiring, and creating. Her legacy will last for many years to come. Taylor Swift has become a symbol of strength, creativity, and love, and her journey is still continuing. Vocabularies. 1. Debut. Noun. The first public appearance or performance of someone, especially in music or acting. Example: her debut album was a big success. 2. Heartbreak. Noun. A feeling of deep sadness, usually because of lost love. Example: the song was full of heartbreak and emotion. 3. Empowerment. Noun. The process of becoming stronger and more confident, especially in controlling your life. Example: her music promotes self-love and empowerment. 4. Genre, noun. A style or category of art, music, or literature. Example, she changed from the country genre to pop. 5. Reinvention, noun. The act of changing something so that it looks or works differently. Example, Taylor's reinvention surprised many people. 6. Legacy, noun. Something that is passed on or remembered from the past, especially after someone's career or life. Example, her musical legacy will last forever. 7. Inspire, verb. To give someone the desire or ability to do something creative or good. Example, Taylor's story inspires many young artists. 8. Tour, noun. A series of performances in different places over a period of time. Example, she went on a world tour after the album release. 9. Lyrics, noun. The words of a song. Example, her lyrics are honest and full of emotion. 10. Artistic, adjective, showing skill or imagination in art or music. Example, her albums show great artistic growth. Quiz questions. 1. In which U.S. state did Taylor Swift grow up before moving to Nashville? 2. What was the title of Taylor Swift's debut album released when she was just 16 years old? 3. Which song from Fearless became known as a modern fairy tale and was loved worldwide? 4. What was special about the Speak Now album in terms of songwriting? 5. Which hit song from Red marked Taylor's move towards pop music and reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100? 6. What was the name of the album where Taylor fully shifted to pop music and became a global pop star? 7. What song from Reputation included the famous line, "The old Taylor can't come to the phone right now"? 8. What was the message of Taylor Swift's song Me, from the Lover album? 9. What type of music style did Taylor explore in Folklore and Evermore during the pandemic? 10. What is the name of Taylor Swift's fanbase that supports her around the world? Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed learning with us. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends and family. Your support helps us grow and bring you more inspiring stories and easy English learning content. Do you have a topic you'd like us to cover in our next video? Maybe a famous person, an invention, or a country? Let us know in the comments or messages. We'd love to hear your ideas. You can find answers in the description. Thanks again, and keep learning with us. See you in the next video.